Ahoy, well, hello. It is Tees. Good day. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. Hope all are safe. So, I'm up again early after the meridian, and I was kind of tossing and turning because normally when I sleep, like I get downloads and then I just start to think of things. Um, but I was thinking of tribes, like finding a tribe, like a reliable, trustable tribe to where they're damn near your soul tribe, to where we won't have any agreements, any arguments. Like pretty much there's no red flags because this is my tribe. I was thinking about that. And then I was thinking about like the children. And I don't mean the little children, the one that we actually see now, although they're in danger, but I'm just mean like the children who don't get a chance to be children, because they don't get the opportunity to open their eyes. They don't get the opportunity to basically see their parents and to actually go from being in a being in their mother's womb to coming into the world, to you go from being in that bag of water or the bag of fluid to coming into a dry world where they can see, feel, oh my gosh, I can actually, I can use my senses, instead of having to eat and breathe through through a cord in the womb. You see what I'm saying? So I just was really feeling for those children who don't get the opportunity to actually be a baby, because this is the world that we're living in. And I just wanted to also address like the contradictions and then the way of the world, which is the way of the world. The way the world is going right now, it is by design, and everything happens for a reason, even if those reasons are sinister reasons. So right now we are in inflation for sinister reasons. They're in the process of doing population control for sinister reasons. And that's basically a polite way of saying sorcery, witchcraft, or demonic activity. And I say that because I was thinking of Black Lives Matter, and clearly Black lives don't matter. If I have to scream it on the mountain, Black Lives Matter. I know you guys are running around like I don't matter, because clearly I don't. That's basically the message that organization is saying. They're telling the world, hey, Black Lives Matter, because clearly the energy is they clearly don't matter, because nobody values Black life. And then I want to go as far as saying all lives matter. You know how they want to combat Black Lives Matter with all lives. Well, all lives matter. Yeah, all lives matter until you're Black, until that life is a baby in the womb, until you're an American veteran, until you refuse to take the serum and conform. You see what I'm saying? Now they say all lives matter until you can't pay your bills. All lives matter until it doesn't anymore. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, this is a huge contradiction, and we want to make it seem like we're so moral. This country, let alone this world, is not moral. So that's why I said the things that are happening around us, it is for a reason. And even if those reasons are sinister, we might think that it's sinister to, okay, well, I can't pay my bills, so now I'm on the side of the road now. Some may take that as a punishment, and some may say, hey, this is my opportunity for independence. And if you ask me, even if it is like, okay, I'm going to put you out and then leave you for dead, basically leave you with no resources, that really should be a reason to just get on survival mode and then learn to survive without a machine world that can chew you up and spit you out. Like, who would want to be a part of this world anyway, where you can literally be chewed up and spit out? Like, literally, you can work for 50 years, and the second you get sick or the second you miss a day or two, all of those 50 years fly out the window with all of your stuff. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, would you really want to be a part of a system where you're obviously disposable? So it's like, this is time to remove yourself anyway. You don't want to be a part of something where it's like, okay, well, you have to do this or you're dead, so to speak. And again, we all want to scream, all lives matter. Yes, all lives matter unless you're Black. All lives matter unless you're a baby in the womb. All lives matter unless you're an American veteran. all lives matter, unless you do what you are told to do, which is conform to the system. Because if you don't, clearly your life doesn't matter either. Because if you don't believe me, fast forward or rewind to 2020. Rewind to 2020. Millions of people were told to conform. And now here's another thing too. A lot of people say, oh, I didn't have a choice. Oh, you have a choice for everything. Oh, you have a choice. You really do. You do. Now, you may have stipulations. Okay, you got a choice. Like, they'll give you stipulations and ultimatums. Oh, do this or else, or do this or you won't have a job. And you could have said, okay, well, you know what? Since you're giving me the ultimatum to where it's either choose my life or choose my job, then I'm just going to say F you and choose my life. You see what I'm saying? So instead of doing that, people conformed and then say, oh, well, they made me do it. No, unless you're tied up and they're holding you down because you're refusing them, and then they stab your arm, that's being forced to get the serum. But if you march down there, you get the serum, and you receive the Band-Aid, and you tell them thank you for giving you the serum, you weren't made to do anything. You have been conformed, is what that means. So, in this system, we live in a system where if you conform, or you will be exiled. So basically, I'm only mentioning this now as far as all lives matter. So all lives matter unless you conform. So basically, coming soon is going to be another set of conform. Because as I mentioned, remember how I mentioned how everything is happening for a reason, even if it's for sinister reasons? So if I make the rent and make inflation go up so high to where a majority of the world or all of the world are eating out the garbage cans, that's for sinister reasons. Because they swear it's about the money. It's about the money, but there's a handful of billionaires who can donate $10 of their money and at least halfway clean this mess up. But they're not. Notice how nobody's cleaning up nothing. Nobody's fixing the problem. Everyone's acting hopeless. You got billions of people with their hands in the air looking around like, oh, we don't know what to do. So basically, you're useless. And then you're wondering why they're doing cleansing now of lowering the population. Because there's no sense in having millions and billions of people around if you're no good to nobody, including the billionaires. Yeah, now they're doing their job. Their job is to do quote-unquote population control. But again, while they're doing population control and have the nerve to speak on economics, and I'm not saying that just because you're a billionaire, you have to give your money to anyone, because really you don't. You can be just like the billionaire, stay a billionaire because you keep your money to yourself. And that's one of the tricks of staying wealthy, really. Keep your money to yourself. Don't give nobody a nickel. They say that's how billionaires stay billionaires, because they keep their money to themselves. In other words, selfish. Now, that might be great for them, but that's terrible for society. But again, if I'm a billionaire who's looking for population to control, who want the world to myself, I have no problem being selfish. And I have no problem watching you eat out the garbage can, because it's going to be a matter of time before those numbers start to lower themselves. And this is why you don't see anyone cleaning up the road. I'm not saying that, okay, just because you got it and you can clean the road that you have to. Because even if you don't got it, you can still do your part. Okay, yeah, I may not have it, but if we come together, then now we have it. You see what I'm saying? I have the food, you have the water, he has the shelter, she has the wood. You know what I'm saying? They have the supplies. She makes clothes, he makes food. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if we come together, then we will have everything that we need. But like I say, we don't come together. And if anything, if we do come together, it's going to be, how do I plot against Peter? How do I steal from Paul? You see what I'm saying? When we come together, we'll come together to basically go against someone else or to take over another tribe, instead of coming together to say, hey, these are the tools, this is what I have to bring to the circle, this is what you have. Like, again, I have the lumber, you have the food, he has the water, and then she has the pots and pans. You see what I'm saying? So therefore we can piece everything together in order to build our own empire, even if it starts as small, even if it starts as, okay, this empire only has water, even if it is starting small with the very bare minimum, it's a start. Because from there we can still know, even though we only have water, we know what we need, and then therefore we can make a plan on, okay, how can we bring in the food? How can we start adding food to the pot? How can we add other resources to the pot? And this is with all money to the side. Because again, if money's supposed to be flying out the window, then it's like we have to take the alternative. What is the alternative when money flies out the window and I won't have to do anything strange to survive? You see what I'm saying? That's another thing too. While a lot of people are being fed to the wolves, you got the people who do have it. And if they have it and you don't, oh, you're going to become their slave. I mean, if you need their help, if that is. So that's why I'm thinking right now it's important to tribe up, because again, all lives matter until it's time to conform again. And if you're not willing to conform, your life don't matter at all. And you will see, because when it's time to wheel in the new era or the new system, that's going to come with a new set of conforming, a new conform, like a new program, if you will. Because again, if money's flying out the window, it's like, okay, well, what are you willing to do for this new currency? I understand the whole world's eating out the garbage can, and this is how I believe the Antichrist is going to present themselves. And some can argue that the Antichrist is Kamala. No, I don't believe she's the Antichrist, because I'm not saying that she's not Antichrist, but Antichrist will come as, oh, I'm fooling you like I'm the Christ. She's not fooling nobody. She's clearly sinister. Like, her vice president there is basically a pedophile. He's saying he wants to put tampons in boys' bathrooms. Like, first of all, leave the children alone. This party they love children. They love it. And hell, and they're not the only ones who love it. So, like I say, trust me, they're their own type of sinister. But I don't want to deem her the Antichrist, because she ain't fooling nobody. I mean, unless you're sick in the head. But again, so I believe, like, so the Antichrist, like, basically for the new system or for the new programming will come in as, hey, I understand everyone's eating out the garbage can. I have the solution to where you don't have to eat out the garbage can ever again. You don't have to worry about finances ever again. Basically, I'm here to save you. And the catch is, you already know what the catch is. You got to conform. Because I don't need to tell it on the mountain. If I'm working miracles, you'll see me working miracles, but there'll be no stipulation to it. That's going to be the difference between, because trust me, it's going to, deception, it's very easy to fall for that deception. Same way Black Lives Matter. Some people might believe that. But if you can't read between the lines of deception, or all lives matter, if you cannot read between the lines of deception, then you will be fooled into believing the Antichrist. Because, yeah, they might be turning water into wine. Hey, they might have saved you from your financial problems. But does that come with strings attached? Does it come with a serum? Does it come with basically, do I have to get I love Satan stamped on my forehead? You see what I'm saying? What is the catch? If there's any type of strings attached, like I'm gonna help you, but you gotta do something strange, or I'm gonna help you, but you gotta do this, that's a red flag. Because I'm gonna help you, this is for your help. I'm helping you. So therefore you don't owe me anything. You don't have to sell me your soul, because I'm helping you out of kindness of my heart. That is a true Christ. Now, if I say I'm helping you because you're eating out the garbage can, and now that I helped you, I own you, you might want to keep your eyes and ears open for that. Okay? Because all help isn't help. All help isn't good. So that's why you have to be very careful in this sinister world. Because a wolf will come dressed up as a sweet angel and will be starving and can't wait to bite your head off because you fell for that trap of the lie or deception called help. I'm here to help you, or this is for your safety. That's another thing. Anytime the government kicks your door in for your safety or to help, just know that there might be a toe tag waiting to happen not so far after that. I'm here to help, or this is for your safety. You look around and look around. Do you see the government helping, saying, hey, are you eating up the garbage can? Call 555-2121. Do you see the government going around saying, hey, is your safety in jeopardy? Do you need protection? Call 911. No. That's how you get. Do you know how many people called 911 and ended up dead after making a phone call saying, hey, can you check on room 212? And you check on room 212, and they check on them, ask who called. And then when you say, hey, I called up to check on room 202, and mind you, you're not in 202, you just want to check on your neighbor upstairs because you haven't heard them kicking around in about a week or two. can you check on, I'm downstairs in 102, wondering if you could check on 202. And guess who gets shot before they go upstairs to 202? Yeah, so that's why I say you need to be very cautious when the government comes around and says this is for your safety. Because I can promise you, I'm not safe, nor do I feel safe in this country. So I don't ever want to hear the government tell me this is for my safety, or this is me helping you. Because again, I've been on this world for over 35 years, and I have not received any help. Even if it's food stamps, even if it's, I don't give a damn what you call it. That's not help. Because basically what that is, if anything, it's a reimbursement. If I get anything from the government, it's a reimbursement. Because I've been paying taxes my entire life. So if you ask me, the government owes me. But again, that's something where it's like, to hell with you. They won't even give you what's owed. They won't even pay you what's owed. Like, okay, yeah, this is a debt that's basically a spiritual debt, like a debt that can affect my children's children. But guess what? They're not gonna do that. And if they do, they're not gonna do it without their life flashing before. It's gonna be one of those things where, like, okay, I literally have to. It have to be something like how that king had this after. It's something like, oh, okay, well, you won't get right until I kill your whole family, or you won't get right until I wipe out this whole left side. You know, that's what I think America's. They're willing to go out with a bang. Because if they were going to do the right thing, they would have done it centuries ago. Let's just keep that part clear. Maybe we're just at the point now where everything's coming to a head. But yeah, but you get these slogans and these spell words like Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, for your safety and for your protection, or I'm here to help. Yeah, those are spells. Because when you hear I'm here to help and you fall for it, I thought you were helping me. Yeah. I'm going to help you no longer be here. So again, all lives matter unless you're black. All lives matter unless you're an American veteran. All lives matter unless you're a baby or an infant in the womb. All lives matter unless you conform. You see what I'm saying? So just notice how that sorcery is in there somewhere. I'm here to help. And you look around, you haven't received help. You don't know when the last time you received help. This is for your safety. How the hell is this for my safety and I'm not safe at all? Literally in a criminal country ran by criminals as we speak. Literally, borders wide open. Pedophiles are waiting to happen. Warden already popped off. You're secretly in a depression. You know, so I'm just like, we're just living in a very sinister world. I'm about to say, open your eyes to what's going on. I don't even know what the hell's going on in the UK. And frankly, I don't want to say I don't care, but it's one of those things where it's just nothing new. We just actually have to do something about it. We got to stop being millions of billions of people in the world, and then everyone's hopeless or no one knows what to do. So that just means then don't be surprised when the blender gets turned on and you get thrown in there. Because I can promise you, I'm not sinister at all. But I can promise you, if there's billions of people around me and they're no good to me, I'll have no problem cleaning them out either. Just look at it in that aspect. Millions of billions of people in the world, and ain't nobody good for nothing. Okay, be well, be safe.